Jameson here. Great time to be alive. Hanging out under the Shaboomy on Sullivan's Island. 18 and a half. Station 18 and a half. Gonna meet some friends out here later tonight. Some really amazing friends who are constantly evolving and improving and focusing on self-improvement and taking responsibility for their life instead of blaming other people. Something that's very rare these days. There's a lot of scapegoating out there. A lot of businesses running that are overcharging they're over-promising, under-delivering, and charging way too much money. A lot of scams going on out there. We live in a really weird world right now. And if you're in business, you know what I'm talking about. If you're trying to make some things happen, you know what I'm talking about. The inability to depend on people. People are flaky, they're liars, they're manipulators, gaslighters. You know, this is a crazy world, but it's a really beautiful time to be alive because this is where we sharpen our skills and we get better. We deal with these types of personalities and it helps us double down on the security of our business and how to protect our assets moving forward, how to protect our energy moving forward, how to protect our peace of mind, regulate our nervous systems, snap back into homeostasis because it's like a war. Right? And every battle that you win, you become stronger and more aligned with God's purpose. Okay? This is not a circus. This is God's purpose. And while I may be nervous on the surface, deep down inside in my heart and my core of my spirit, I know that I am chosen and strong and forgiven and in alignment with the Father's within me. I've been baptized on August 24th. For those of you non-believers, that's totally fine. This isn't for you. For those of you who honestly believe, this is for you. You have nothing to fear. You know you're doing right. You know in your heart you're a good person. You don't need to listen to the stories of other people. They're going to come at you, though. They're going to try and tear you down with gossip and slander. And you're going to be like, oh, God, the whole community thinks I'm this because this person broadcasted. But it's the empty can that rattles the most. It's those people who need to come by your page and give you unsolicited advice or tell you how you need to live or try to give you some awareness, tell you that you need to be self-aware while their whole entire world is BS. And I've been witnessing that lately. Little cockroaches coming by my social media page or posting something, where it's like putting other people down or discrediting other people's attempts, and trying to elevate themselves by taking other people out. So I see it, I get to observe it, witness it, and not be emotionally affected by it anymore. At one time, I did care about what, the ecosystem thought about me. And I needed to go through that. I needed to feel that pain. I needed to be betrayed by my family. I needed to be betrayed by business partners. I needed to be ripped off. All of these things, these are rites of passages into the higher realms, the higher, the upper room, sometimes it's referred to. But this beautiful world that we live in, the cultures that are mixing today because of recent merges of countries and borders being plummeted over, at first it's like, whoa, what's going on? But then you start to realize this is a beautiful opportunity for cultures to come together. If you're online trying to make sense of it, it's not going to make sense. They're trying to divide us and keep us separate. But if you're in the room with somebody of a different culture and you just sit in that breathing space with them and you're sitting next to them or standing next to them, you'll see this other human that comes from another part of the world, and there's this magic there, there's this story there, there's this culture there that they're bringing to the United States. There's some education, some wisdom, right? Some skill sets, and we can subscribe to one of two sides of that. But there's really a lot of growth happening. There's a lot of expansion happening. It's messy. It's confusing. It's, manipulated, of course. But it's good. It's all good. And we're growing. We're constantly growing. So keep that light shining. Keep your vision at the forefront. Embody the person who is already living it, whether it be a certain amount in the bank account or a certain amount of freedom or a certain amount of creative freedom and creative expression. If you're an artist or you're a musician or if you're an architect or if you're a construction worker, or you're building a fortress for your family or you're building a castle for your kingdom, make sure you keep that drawbridge up and you keep your archers in the towers and make sure you don't let any thieves across that bridge. Protect your peace, protect your nervous system. You're growing, and all the stress is here to teach you something. You're not going to be in it forever, and once you get past it, you're going to be at a higher level. So keep on going. Cheers.